Julie the Oracle here. All right, I'm trying something I just learned. So this is going to be, I don't know what to call it. I want to call it like a one-card phantom reading, and I say that because I was challenged to pull one card just based on a question, and then basically reading, we're going to read this card for you, but we're reading this is 8 of Pentacles, so we're going to be reading the 7 and the 9 with it, but without looking. So we're going to kind of use the meanings of those cards. Whatever intuition comes will be added to this card. So it's kind of like a 3-card reading, but from memory for 2 of them. Okay, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. So for this, I just said, let's do a general reading. It's wide open, guys, for anybody, any of your situations. So let me know if any of this does resonate. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know how I'm doing. If there's anything I can improve on, or if you want to see any certain questions, by all means, let me know. I'm happy to try. You know, I like a good challenge. And this was challenged to me today, so that's why I'm doing this. So I pulled, for the general reading, I pulled the 8 of Pentacles. This is somebody who's hard at work producing. They're producing a lot of things. I kind of get that somebody's working on themselves. And when I say that, this could be spiritual growth. It could be self-help type of things. Like maybe, like me, I go to therapy. So, you know, you've been through a lot. And if I go kind of past, present, future, if this is your present and you're working hard on yourself right now, I mean, this is great because, you know, the card before is the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles, for me, it's kind of like building. You're growing something beautiful, whether it's growing in a career, growing with a relationship, like a romantic type, or growing in a friendship, or growing with family, or whatever it may be. So, and you're like, maybe I should harvest this or not. Like, you're just, it's like a bountiful harvest, but you haven't plucked it out of the ground yet. And so you're planting it, you're growing it, and it's taking a lot of patience. And I'm starting to get somewhat of a situation coming to me that this may have been something where the 7 of Pentacles is representative in the past of you having some type of relationship with someone. And if it's not romantic, that's okay. For some of you, it might be. But I am picking up that you were growing this beautiful relationship of some sorts, whatever type of relationship that was. It was, you know, had a strong foundation and everything, and then it's like somebody came and ripped out your crops overnight. Like your crops were ruined. How do I say that? Like, the relationship ended, and, you know, I think it was kind of like a kick in the pants for you. It's like, wow, the relationship ended, and it was just you're thinking like, not again, like, you know, why, you know, how many times is this going to happen? Or, you know, I thought this was going to be the right person, and, you know, it didn't work out, and how could I have been so wrong? So what the 7 of Pentacles has done for you is, once it's been done and over, you know, with this relationship, you realize, like, you know what? I mean, you were very, very smart about this. You were thinking, like, I played a part in this too. I can't put the blame on the other person because our friendship or relationship or whatever didn't work out. So you're thinking, you know what? I want to make sure that I'm being healthy, you know, with my communication and, you know, the things I do and say. You know, am I making the right choices with my relationships? So the 8 of Pentacles in present is you know, working very, very hard on yourself. You know, you're reading the books, you're doing the work, you're journaling, you're going to therapy, counseling, whatever it is that you're doing. And you're realizing, like, hey, I'm making progress. And look at this. 8 of Pentacles is, look at all the progress you're making, and you're still building. It's a wonderful feeling because you actually start to sense and feel yourself grow, and you grow empowered, and you grow stronger, and you're more resilient, and you feel great about this. And here you are working so hard on yourself. And that leads us to the Nine of Pentacles, our other phantom card that's not out here. But we go from to the nine. The nine is all about being strong, being independent. You know, you got your own home, you know, you're making your money, you're very abundant, you've got all your friends, family, whatever it is, you have everything that you need, and you're just like, I'm in my element right now, I'm doing great, I don't need help, you know, you're like, I'm helping myself, and nobody has a say-so in my life, nobody can control me, I get to make the decisions. That's kind of, that nine of Pentacles is like a powerful card. That's kind of like, you know, you are on top of the world. You're doing very, very well for yourself. So can you imagine where, you know, you felt a little bit stifled in this relationship? It kind of crippled you because you were relying on someone else. When it didn't work out, you realized you did the work, you relied on yourself, and you're making your way towards that Nine of Pentacles. And that's going to, some of you may already be there where you just feel so great and you're like, you know, I've got everything covered. I don't need anything. And if I choose to have somebody in my life, it will be my choice. But I have my home. At the end of the day, I can go home and I can be in my home with my pets or whatever. I don't have to rely on anybody else. I pay the bills. You know, I cook the meals. I set my schedule. And, you know, if you choose to allow someone else in, they will have to accept that. You know, you'll have to make room for them. But when you do get back in a relationship, it will be much healthier for both of you, and the communication will be better. The compromise will be amazing. I mean, it's going to work out so much better. So I think that is a pretty amazing thing. And you know what I did? I started this conversation and I didn't even pull any oracle, so I'm kind of doing that right now. Let's see if there's any advice on this card. Nature. If you think about the Nine of Pentacles, it's usually this very well-dressed woman, and she's got a bird, and that's in the Rider-Waite-Smith, like the classic deck. They're all kind of different, but she's got abundance growing around her. Her garden is full of flowers and or fruits, and you know, she's just doing so well off. But she's outdoors, you know, in the garden. So like here you are, and you're reconnecting to nature. You're reconnecting to yourself. I think that's a beautiful thing. So that's very helpful. Let's see what the other cards tell you. I'm just going to randomly start. Let's see what the angels have to say to you on this matter. Look at that. Honesty and communication. I love it. And that's exactly what you're learning when, you know, you do the work. You're over here building for yourself. You're doing this hard work on yourself, and your honesty and communication is so much better, and you're learning to step up and speak up for yourself and what you want, what you don't want, and you also know when it's time to compromise and work things out with people. So you're doing a great job. You know, this is terrific. Let's see what Moonology has to say. Whoop, they're getting tangled there. Let's see, Moonology, what advice? What's the advice from Moonology? Whoops, I keep doing that. Okay, I asked for one card, not like 50. So, the decks don't want to listen to me. Well, I don't like that. Okay. Okay, this drives me nuts. This deck is like more matte, so it's like, you know, when I try to do that, I like the cards that fly out. I don't know about you guys, but speaking of that, there goes one. Adjustments are required. And that's also exactly what you're doing. That's a third quarter moon. I love that. I think I was born under a third quarter moon, if I remember right. I don't remember my birth, but I mean, if I remember my my birth chart. It's kind of funny. But yes, you're making all the necessary adjustments, not just working hard on yourself. You're adjusting yourself, your way of thinking and doing things, but you're learning to react better and deal better with as things come. And, you know, so you're taking the right approach is what I want to say. Celebrity, shine like the star you are. Exactly. Yeah, you're starting to feel really good. You're literally glowing inside out because you're finally in this wonderful place. And it's going so well. All right, let's get a color card in here. Whoop! And I just threw those all over the floor, so here we go. I don't think we need that many. That's too many colors. We don't need, like, you know, to taste the rainbow or anything. I just want one good color card to give a message, you know, to give some advice on this reading. Oh, they're getting all tangled. Whoops. I don't know why these cards have to be so big, because they're almost too big. My hand cramps after I try to do this. There we go. Oh, okay. You got gray. Don't get that one very often. Number 29, learn to scan your body. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And that scan your body doesn't have to be just for physical issues. Although you can, because sometimes when we do get upset and we're dealing with relationship things, when we're dealing with anything that's mental and emotional, it can manifest physically for us and make us ill and make us feel sick or like headachy or all kinds of things. Like stress does that as well, you know. So we have to find a way to scan our body and go, you know what, am I getting sick, or am I causing this because I'm stressing about this too much or overthinking, or, you know, I think you can also scan your body and ask your mind and your emotional state. You got to scan those too. You know, where am I mentally today? Am I on my game today? Am I feeling tired? Do I need to rest? You got to ask your emotions, like, why am I emotional? Is this mine? Am I picking up this or picking up somebody else? Because there's a lot of empaths out there. A lot of people don't realize they're picking up other people's emotions. I do it all the time, and I have to stop and be like, oh my gosh, why am I upset? This isn't me. I have no reason for this. It happens way more often than I ever realized. So, gray, it's perfect. So learn to scan yourself and ask yourself these questions as you go. But I think this is part of learning. You're going to scan yourself and somebody says something, instead of react, you're like, oh, wait, do I need to get mad at this? No, I don't think they meant it that way. Give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? If you do get an argument and someone tries to push your buttons, it's like, no, I don't want to react. I want to take a moment, think about this, and I want to react appropriately, or, you know, give the appropriate response, which, you know, still remember to come from a place of love if possible. Let's see, 29 reduces to 11. That's like a master number. 11 is always wonderful, but that reduces to 2. That can be like partnership and things like that. So, and that's funny because it's a partnership that kind of, whatever this partnership was, you and someone else falling out is kind of what led you to realize that self-awareness. Oh, okay. That was a bug. I really don't like earwigs. Yeah. Okay. And it just fell off the wall and onto my desk. Gross. So leave it to me. You're going to hear me react to weird things. You'll know if I start screaming that there's a spider nearby. So I do not like them at all. So the earwigs are just as icky for me. I'm like, I don't even know why they're in here. I mean, thing's an idiot. It needs to get out of here. 11 reduces to 2. So partnership, yes. Yep, that partnership kind of led you to be aware. And that awareness led you to seek the help that you needed, or, you know, to read the books or go to counseling, whatever it is you did for yourself. You know, give yourself a pat on the back. You did what's right. It was necessary. You're working on you and you're improving yourself. And as you're evolving and growing, it's a lot of self-growth. You should be proud of that. So allow it to shine, and just know that you're handling things in life a lot better. And we're always gonna, you know, we'll always kind of fall down once in a while, and we'll react when we shouldn't. But you have an awareness now, so you can look back and be like, okay, I slipped and I let myself react, but that's okay. You know what? The fact that I recognize that that's a very, very good thing. And you'll start to notice that more, and it will really help you learn to better navigate communication with others. And I speak from experience myself, so, you know, this reading is just as much for me as it is for all of you. So we're in the same boat, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this version of the reading. It's a little bit different, but I hope you liked it, and I hope that it was helpful and it gave you some type of confirmation about how far you've come in your journey. So congrats. Until next time, guys. Bye.